I now want to give a very brief introduction to matrices and what they are. A matrix is just a rectangular array of numbers. So it's a rectangle with numbers in it. An m by n matrix has m rows and n columns. So the first number tells us how many rows we have, the second number how many columns. Here is a very, very basic example of a matrix. This is a 3 by 4 matrix since I have 3 rows and 4 columns. But we can see that it's just a rectangle with numbers in it. The entry in row I and column j is denoted by a sub ij. So if I go back to that matrix before, A1, 2 would be the first row, second column, so that would be this 2. On the other hand, A2, 1 would mean the second row, first column, or 5. And matrices tend to be denoted with these capital letters, A, B, C, etc. There are a few kind of special matrices I want to look at. A square matrix. A square matrix has the same number of rows and columns. Here's an example of a square matrix. In this case, I have 3 rows and 3 columns. Diagonal matrices are square matrices with 0 entries off the main diagonal. So if you're not on the main diagonal of the matrix, you have to be a 0. It can still be a 0 if you are on the diagonal, but you have to be a 0 if you're not. Here's an example of a diagonal matrix. The main diagonal starts at the upper left and goes down diagonally, and we can see everything that's not on that main diagonal is a 0. A vector is a matrix that only has one column, such as this one here, 4, 2, 1. While matrices are denoted by capital letters, vectors tend to be noted by lowercase bold letters, or if we're handwriting with these little arrows above them.